5 things that happen when you reach your ideal weight. It's a rewarding thing to look back after a while and see the change you've made in your weight. It was all a result of a strong commitment to exercise and modifying your eating habits. Your gym routine is no longer as daunting as it was before, and you are lifting more and more weights. As for food, you've stopped eating hamburgers, and it's clearly visible in the way your body looks. These are the things that happen when you reach your ideal weight. Get ready for the benefits and challenges of this new stage in life. First things first, you get to celebrate. What a joy it is to see that your efforts were worthwhile, and now it's time to celebrate. But don't go and throw everything to the wind. All that you have done can be lost in a simple celebration. Give your party an original flair, so that you'll do good for the weight that you've managed to lose. One of the things you can do to show everyone how happy you are is to wear that dress you left in the back of the closet, that you can finally fit into again. You can also sign up for a dance class that earlier you didn't think you could do. You can organize a small party with your loved ones. Yes, that means no cake or empty carbs. Better to choose chopped fruit, desserts made with yogurt, and other similar options. Once you join the club, you can't leave. Once you make the decision to have better eating habits, you can't stop them. People who have succeeded in reaching their ideal weight are those who try to eat in a well-balanced manner. They need to continue to eat well in order to avoid regressing to their prior weight. However, to be a part of this great group of people who are successful throughout the year, there's something very important that you should know. You must erase the word diet from your mind. Once that word is eliminated, fill the space in your mind with a healthy lifestyle. Ultimately, it's not a diet, but rather a set of good habits that will be the key to maintaining your ideal weight forever. You can enjoy delicious foods. The most uncomfortable thing about a diet is that you're definitely not allowed to have many different foods, but you're not a robot. You have cravings and feelings, and you may feel sad or get frustrated when you can't have something, making the prohibited item even more appealing. It's okay to give yourself the freedom to eat a dessert or a delicious baguette. You don't even need to limit yourself to once a month. Once a week won't harm you. Remember again that this is a lifestyle, but don't take this point too seriously. You can also try some healthy alternatives that remind you of the things you miss. Homemade nut bread instead of store-bought, banana chips, sweets made with gelatin, etc. Weigh yourself more often. There's no need to obsess and weigh yourself every day, but try to do so once a week or twice a month. Even more so when you've had a good workout to reach that ideal weight, and suddenly it's lower than you expected. When you weigh yourself, you can clearly see your evolution. you'll need to keep a notebook and write down the changes. For example, if one week you've added a certain food and you notice a little gain in weight, you can ask your nutritionist if there's a relationship. The same also happens in reverse. Maybe after exercising for many hours you feel weak and your weight has gone down. In this case you need to evaluate whether something isn't working for you with your trainer and nutritionist. You have loose skin under your arms. Some people opt for surgery to remove excess skin, and others just decide to live with it. Whatever your choice, it's a clear example of the effort you put into reaching your ideal weight. Welcome to the new phase of your life. When you reach your ideal weight, it means you're entering a new phase. Get ready for it and learn to love your body and the final result. There may be some detail that you still don't like, but you can always work on it.